This is Doofy McButterscotch, and we're back to finish up Richard Gere's movies. Primal Fear. This is, it's about, let's see. There's fear involved. I don't know about primal or not, but there's definitely fear. It's one of those erotic movies, so don't watch it with your parents. And, it's Richard Gere. Kim Basinger going around trying to solve an erotic mystery and stuff. Yeah, not a lot to say about. There's a lot of sex. That's about it. Not really a lot to say about that one. Primal Fear. Don't recommend it. Autumn in New York. Well, it's in New York, and I think it's autumn. And it's also got Winona Ryder in it. It's about Richard Gere, who is playing an older man who is dating a younger woman played by Winona Ryder, and it's all about that sort of stuff. And eventually Winona Ryder dies of some rare disease, and it's depressing. Would I recommend it? If you want to cry, maybe. But for any other purposes than that, not really. What do I think of Richard Gere? Well, his movies are predominantly romantic stuff. I mean, every once in a while he's got something a little bit different. I mean, an action film or a horror or a thriller, but predominantly Richard Gere is a romantic lead. Most of his films are all romantic stuff. So if you're a woman, Richard Gere might be your favorite actor, but unless you're gay, guys probably aren't going to be attracted to Richard Gere's movies. Yeah, and I'm not gay, so I guess that tells you what I think of the guy. Okay, anyway, next up on the list, we've got Mel Gibson. Uh-oh, controversial. As you can see, I got a 6, and I've got them all circled, so I've watched all his movies. So, Signs, one of his most recent, or not most recent, one of the films before Passion of the Christ, before he went downhill. Signs, what's it about? Well, you know, Mel Gibson's riding around with his kid, and you know, he tells his kid all about some of the signs. Stop signs, go signs, all of that sort of stuff. And no, just kidding. Signs isn't about actual signs, it's about crop circles, which is what it should have been called. Crop circles, which is way more accurate. Yeah, he and a bunch of unknown actors who have gone on to do absolutely nothing with their careers go around and see some crop circles, and eventually some aliens come around and screw some shit up. It's a decent movie. Yeah, it's definitely decent for an alien movie. It's got some good plot stuff in it, so if you've got nothing else to do, watch one of Mel Gibson's last movies before his scandal. Pretty darn good. What Women Want. Now this one's a little bit hilarious. It's all about Mel Gibson, who can hear the thoughts of women. Oh, that sounds like it could be good and horrible. How would that be? Yeah. It depends on who you're listening to. But he goes around listening to all the women's thoughts, and yeah, there's a little bit of fun involved in it. There's definitely some comedy. It holds up. Most hilarious movie ever? No, but it does have some good moments, so if you want a little chuckle here and there, go for What Women Want. It's a good laugh. Lethal Weapon 3. Well, it's about a lethal weapon. There's not a lot to say. These are all really similar. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, conveniently put right there, are teamed up in this sequel, and they're trying to get a bad guy, and they meet, what's that bitch's name? Let me just flip to that page. When Rene Russo. This is where she debuts in the series, and she's the love interest of Mel Gibson, and they beat the bad guys. I kind of forgot a lot about this film, so I can't really say a lot about it. Ransom. Oh wait, no, I'll just do all the Lethal Weapon stuff. Except Lethal Weapon, because that's on that one, but not this one. Lethal Weapon 4 is the continuation of that. Rene Russo is married to Mel Gibson by this point and may or may not have a kid, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and there's a real annoying sidekick in here. I forget what his name is. He's that one little gangster dude. I can't remember. But he's real annoying in this series. This is a continuation. 2 doesn't have Rene Russo, and it's after Danny Glover and Mel Gibson become acquainted. And it's also got occasional laughs and a lot of action sequences. So I think Jet Li might be in the 4th one. So that's the Lethal Weapon series. I'll review the first one when I shift gears to Danny Glover. Anyway, Ransom. What's this one about? Yeah. Mel Gibson has gotten his daughter kidnapped by some dudes, and there's a ransom, and they've got to get it. And it's a good action movie. A real good action movie. I'd highly recommend it if you're into action flicks. Ransom is a really good action movie. I really liked it. That's why it's number 4 on his list. It's pretty good. Pretty darn good if you say so yourself. Patriot. Well, it's all about the New England Patriots and how Tom Brady throws a bad call and becomes the patriot of all patriots, and oh, whatever. No, it's not about that. The Patriot is about old-time patriots and the 1700s and stuff. Mel Gibson is the patriot. He goes around trying to make America look good. There's an asshole British dude that's on his case. He kills his kid, and then Mel Gibson avenges the loss of his child and kills the evil Britishman, who has been through a lot of shit. I mean, this British guy is like the Terminator. He takes a whole shitload of damage before you can finally kill him. He's like a final boss in a video game. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. But the Patriot's decent. I was a little bored because I'm not really into 1700s movies. I'm not really that kind of a dude. Not into it. Braveheart. Well, this is a real famous one. This is where Mel Gibson grows out his hair and paints himself up. And it's decent. I mean, personally, I was a little bored by it. I mean, it's a dramatic thing. A little bit of war here and there, but I was bored by it. It's based in Scotland or Ireland or wherever. And it's decent. If you're into watching classic movies, you gotta watch Braveheart. You gotta. You don't, you're gonna miss out on catchphrase stuff. Maverick. This is about a TV show that I've never heard about. Oh wait, hold on. We're running out of time. I'll have to review Maverick and Payback next time. See ya.